Infinity Breyers here, and in today's video I have a completely different setup. That is because in today's video I am going to be giving y'all a studio tour. So y'all can see where basically I spend most of my day, because as soon as I get home from school or like the barn, once I'm done with my homework, I come and I make model horse tack. Thank you Neptune for modeling this. This is so cute. I literally just finished making this set. This is where I'm going to be filming my Infinity's Guide to series. I'm going to be changing it up just because I didn't really like how I used to be filming it, so I thought that this would be a super cute little way. I've got a new little studio and I finally rearranged our game room to look how I wanted it to. So I'm going to be taking y'all on a tour of my craft room. Let's do it! Okay, so here's just kind of an overview. My craft room is in the game room that we have in our house, so it's pretty decently sized. I will be taking y'all through quite a few of these little areas. There is obviously some things that need to be updated, like that table still needs legs. I need a rug because our dog decided to paint the carpet when he was a puppy, and also there's just some shelving units that I need to acquire so it can all be done. But I thought this would be like a fun little video so y'all could kind of see like where I spend most of my day. All right, we're gonna be starting off with my main area. So as you can tell, I just got like fairy lights kind of all over it. They're falling down. I need to rehang them up, but I am waiting on my little command strips. And then I got this tapestry off of Amazon. I was gonna get it off of Etsy, but the person was charging like $40 for it, and it's like $12 on Amazon. So if you're looking for a tapestry, check out Amazon. So let's go ahead and get a closer look. This is my desk. I got this off of Amazon. I used to have one from IKEA, but I wanted kind of a bigger workspace, so I got an L-shaped desk. I believe this one was $120 off of Amazon. So once we go in here, I got a chair that I stole from our computer room. So hopefully my parents won't notice that. It's okay if they do. Here's just a blanket that I just finished, so look at that cute little tack set. Wow, you're doing good, Neptune. Way to model that. And then just down here, we've got some storage. So right at the bottom is my brother's sewing machine. I don't use it anymore because it's a little broken right now. So I need to send it to the sewing machine dock. Right here, I've got some burlap bags that I was using for the advent calendars that I made this year, but I am done with advent calendars. So I just have a lot of extras that I need to figure out something that I want to do with. Fairy lights come all the way in here. Right here is my pride and joy. I literally just bought this machine for Black Friday. It is originally $800, but it was 50% off, so I only paid $400. This is my Husqvarna Viking, which is the Jade 20 model. I got this at Joann's, like I said, on Black Friday. I love this machine so much. It's literally so different from the other sewing machines that I've used in the past, but it is literally so nice. I can do so much with this machine. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it, but oh my god, I love it so far. All right, as we round the corner, we get to kind of my little supply section. So obviously right here, I've got my little hot glue gun. I got this at Hobby Lobby for like, what, $9, and it's the best hot glue gun that I've ever had. It's just the tiny one with the little small sticks, but it's amazing. I love it. Here are some sticky notes in case I'm doing a custom order. Here's some Scotch tape because, you know, I tape a lot of things, so it's really helpful to have that. There is a silver Sharpie that I use quite frequently, especially on darker fabric, so I can mark what I'm doing. That's some super glue that I'll use on leather. Here we just have a mess of tools, oh my goodness. So I have a lighter for ribbon, and then 2 things of pliers and wire cutters, and then back here is a desk calendar that I don't even use, so I don't know why I have it, and then also an X-Acto knife. And then right here is my little cup of more supplies. These are my pinking shears. Now, I don't really use these super often, but when I do need them, I'm so glad that I have them. I got this off of Amazon. What it is it cuts the fabric in a little triangle pattern so that it doesn't fray, but like I said, I don't really use these super often, but when I do need them, they're super helpful. What else is in here? Obviously, my fabric shears that I got from Hobby Lobby. I don't use regular scissors, I use fabric shears, and then I've just got like pencils and Sharpies and pens, and here's some old X-Acto knives that I probably should throw away so I'm not a hoarder. Oh my god, a candy cane. So basically just a lot of random stuff, like a single hole punch in here. A lot of that stuff I don't use, but I have it because there's like a rare occasion where I will use it. Right here is my ribbon storage unit. I got this off of Etsy. I honestly don't remember how much money it was. Somebody was selling them. There are so many different designs. I got this one because I have so much ribbon that I have to store. Obviously you can tell that I've like run out of ribbon, so I need to do another either order. I get my ribbon online, but you can also get it from Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's as well. And then here's some chain that I get from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I use chain on my series costumes or necklaces or chain lead ropes, so that's why I've got so many different colors of that. Also right here is just some minky fabric that I use for the wither pieces on blankets. Here's a super cute little container that I got from Mud Pie with some bias tape in it that I've made. Bias tape is what I put on the outside of the blanket, so it is a nice clean edge on the inside and the outside. So I just have a container with some different colors so I don't have to make it all of the time. And then here's my little desk mascot, Sven. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. And he just kind of chills right there. Also, the fairy lights are supposed to be taped down, but like I said, I am waiting on my command strips, so you're just gonna see some random pieces of tape. All right, underneath my desk, because I mean, y'all might be interested in that. I don't really know. That's my presser foot to make my sewing machine work. And then that's my trash can, because you know, you need one of those. Here's my power strip. It just has my sewing machine and my hot glue gun plugged in, but I find it a lot easier than just plugging them into the wall because I can literally just hit the button and turn them off. So I like that a lot more than just plugging them into the wall. All right, if we turn the corner, we're still in my little desk area. This is a storage unit that I got from IKEA, and it is so important. It originally was holding up the desk that is literally falling down over there, but I needed it right here because it has so much of my vital stuff that I need. So on the side are just a bunch of notes that I've made myself or little signs that I like. Right there's some chapstick because you know, that's important. And then this is just a storage unit that I got off of Amazon. It's so amazing. Oh my God, I love it. So I've got some spare ribbon for halters, some ribbon for blankets, buttons, clothespins. These are so helpful, especially when working with leather. Hot glue sticks, props for series. Here are just like some accessories for necklaces or series costumes. Some buttons. I think these are my series buttons. And then these are just my leather containers. Then we've just got my gold hardware that I use for halters and such. So we'll look through all of that. I need to get more gold hardware. I am literally running out. Oh, toothpicks. These are super great, especially when dealing with like tacky glue or stuff like that. So I definitely recommend having toothpicks. Here's just some like loose chain that I have. Some googly eyes for the costume sets that I do for like sharks and dinosaurs and everything. Here's some fancy halter plates. Some more leather. This is kind of skinnier leather, or also my exotic colorful leather that I don't really use that much. That's why it's up here. I've got some jingle bells. These hold up stall guards, so I send those with stall guards if I sell them. Obviously some empty containers that I need to fill. Some gears that I used once and haven't used again. These are the Rainbow Loom rubber bands. These are so helpful. Like, if y'all don't have these, I totally recommend getting them. They're great for holding stuff or shaping things, so I really recommend those. These are some old necklace charms that I don't think I'm gonna use. Here's some feathers for hats, and then here are my hats, and then just some old buttons. Okay, so on top of this, I have my little containers that I've gotten from Walmart. These are super helpful, especially when I decide to make tack downstairs. I just throw some materials in there and then I just lug it all downstairs. These are my sewing pins. I don't have them in like a little pin cushion, just for the sole purpose of I'll need so many of them that I'll just like dump them on the table. Here's a costume piece that I just gave up on. A bunch of bobbins for my old sewing machine that I need to actually put somewhere. I honestly don't know why this is here. These are tweezers. I use these for putting names on nameplates and everything, because if y'all don't know, it's literally just a sticker. So here's some tacky wax. I've got some like clear tacky wax and then tacky wax that I got from Hobby Lobby. It just kind of depends on the project. I'll use both of them. This is Alamo's flower crown, so I'm not entirely sure why that's here. And then also a cross tie that I lost the other part to, I guess. Yeah, so there's some random stuff, obviously. There's always gonna be random stuff because I'm so unorganized, but I try my best. So let's go ahead and go into this container. This is the top drawer. This is basically everything that I need to survive. These are all of my halter making, blanket making, bridle making, just anything. These are all of the hardware pieces for it. I've got wire. These are old lobster clasps that I used to use, but I don't use lobster clasps anymore, so those just kind of sit over there. And then in the back, it's really dark. I've got some push pins, some more wire, old sewing needles, because I need to dispose of those, but I don't want to like stab somebody when I do. And then some baker's twine that I'll make rope halters out of. That's some embroidery floss, which I don't really use, and then a measuring tape. In drawer number 2, this is my sewing drawer. So in this adorable little container that I got in Arkansas when I was like 5 is just a lot of my hand sewing materials, but also like stuffed animal noses, and then bias tape makers, and then like a seam ripper. Right here are packets of needles. So I've got 2 different types of needles, jean needles and then quilting needles. I've got Velcro. I've got my old type of Velcro, which I hate, and then my new type of Velcro, which is stuck to the old type, but it's fine. This is the bag that goes in my embroidery machine, and then just some embroidery pieces of paper, so you know, it works well. Oh, and then here is my cord to plug my computer in to my embroidery machine, so that's super helpful. All right, drawer number 3 is just kind of a random drawer, if I'm being honest. I have sheets of leather that I've gotten that I will put in here, so if I ever need leather sheets for costumes or anything, I just reach in here and I grab them. Right back there, I've got some sticky notes in case I ever run out, and then also just like sewing machine guides or loops in case I lose my embroidery machine loop. In this drawer right here is literally just all of my packaging materials, so these are all baggies that I've gotten at Hobby Lobby. This is what I put all of my tack in when I sell it. And then the bottom drawer is literally so random. I've got paracord, small and large, more rubber bands in case I lose them, little pom-poms, pipe cleaners, bedazzles, I have foam at the bottom. It is just kind of a hot mess, but you know, sometimes I need this stuff, so I just decided to leave it in this drawer. Okay, so now that we've finished up with the main area, let's go ahead and hit the side shelving units. As we make our way over to the side shelving units, this is just like the cover to my sewing machine if I ever want to like travel with it, and then my calendar that I still need to hang up. And then on this shelving unit, I got this from IKEA. This was on sale. I don't know if they're selling them anymore. It's super wobbly, so I'm not like a huge fan of it, but it does its job, so I mean, I can't complain. Up here, I have my sewing thread that I make lead ropes out of. I got all of this off of Amazon, the thread container, and then also the thread itself. Got that all off of Amazon since it is much cheaper to do that. And then down here, we got Earth, who just kind of chills out here, and then also my embroidery machine's little embroidery part that I just store up there. This is my old storage unit that I used to have right here, but I decided to upgrade to a bigger one. So that just kind of has stuff that I don't really use anymore, and then also some logs. And then down here is another sewing thread display. This is for all of my embroidery thread, and then also my actual sewing thread. And then down here is kind of like the thread that I never use, and then also some Windex because, you know, that's important. All right, moving this way, I've got my Imperial Walker Lego set that absolutely destroyed itself, so I need to fix that. My barn, my truck and trailer with people that are dead in the back, it's fine. And then over here is just another shelving unit. In the back, I have my grass mat, and then up top is Sergeant Reckless and Joey. And then here is just some glue, a light, tack boxes that need to be stained. This is definitely kind of more messy than that one over there. That's my little painting section with some water troughs. That's a jump I made, and then this is where I keep all of my classics because I don't keep them in my room anymore. All right, in this section is just a little storage area. This is an old dresser that used to be my brother's, but he got a new one, so I took it to store things in. Back there, I've got a Sensi, and then up front is Obi-Wan Kenobi battling Darth Vader, and then this is a basket that I'll like put stuff in if I'm taking stuff downstairs to craft with. This right here is my shipping center. Normally I have more boxes and bubble wrap, but I just shipped out a bunch of beans, so I'm running low on boxes, but I still have bubble wrap. So in this dresser, I have my leather drawer up top. This is definitely the bigger sheets of leather, so I've got vinyl, leather, fake fur that I will put on costumes. So this is kind of a little bit of everything. It's a bunch of different types of leather. This is where I will put packing peanuts when I have them, so I don't have them just like all over the ground, but I don't have packing peanuts right now. Also, here are all my fake succulents in case I ever want to switch out my studio. So it just sits in a broken pencil box. I'm so organized, look at me. Okay, this drawer is kind of a hot mess. It's just a bunch of random stuff. This is stuffing for stuffed animals that I will put in blankets or anything. If I'm making a costume that needs like spikes or wings or anything like that, I will put stuffing in that. I got this one at Hobby Lobby, it was like $2. And then in here, this is all of my paint in case I need to paint anything. So I've got clothespins and then just a bunch of paint. Also, these are BreyerFest bags from BreyerFest that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I'm probably gonna throw them away, but I just keep them just in case. So that's what's in this dresser. Nothing super exciting. Over here, I do have some wrapping paper in case I need to wrap a present since Christmas is coming up. I have offered an option that people can get their items off of my shop wrapped. All right, on to kind of the last storage unit before we get over there. This is where I keep all of my fabric and also tack whenever I'm making it. So this is like whenever I'm having a restock, this will be full, but I'm having a restock on Sunday and I kind of have nothing, so that's fine. Here we have Three Musketeer costumes and then some stuff that I will be working on. Right here are stickers that I am sending with orders right now, kind of as like a little Christmas present. This art is done by Biohazard Breyer on Instagram, and this art is done by Galaxy Goffords on Instagram. Right here, these are my business cards if y'all want to see them. So as you can see, it says Infinity Breyers, making model horses come to life, and then on the back it just has like my Instagram, my Etsy, YouTube, and then my email address. So that's a lot of fun. I send those with every order unless I forget, because you know that happens. And then right here, these are my horse heads that I put halters on, or bridles, or just anything that goes on the head. So I originally used to use paper for these, but I hated that and I thought it was like super ugly, so I switched to glitter foam, and these are adorable. So I'm super excited to be able to use these. These are brand new, so I haven't sent out any orders with them, so I'm super excited to see what everybody thinks of them. Here are some mini candy canes that I've been sending with orders that require a box. Right here is my ironing board because I iron all of my fabric before I use it. And then let's get into the fabric. So right here, this is my Minky fabric. This is what people make stuffed animals out of. I use this for wither covers, and then also I will make little plushies on the side. I know I don't ever talk about that, but I do because it's a lot of fun. Right here is black and white fleece, and then also black and white cotton fabric because that is like a super big use for me. I use those for basically everything. This is all of my patterned cotton fabric for blankets, and then right here is all of my solid cotton fabrics, and then below it I have solid fleece and then patterned fleece. I use these for pony pouches. Right here is my felt. Obviously it's kind of a disaster because I don't really ever use felt, so I just kind of threw that in there. And then right over here I've got my hammer and measuring tape, and then in that container is some old patterned cotton fabric that I don't really use at the moment, but in case I ever need to use it again, I do have it. All right, now we are on to the very last thing of my craft room, and that is my studio. So I do have two studio lights. I use these for filming and photography. I got these off of Amazon for like $90. They are amazing, and I honestly don't think I could live without them. They are super adjustable. You can bend the lights up or down. You can also make it shorter, taller, expand the base if you need to. They are amazing, and that was one of the best investments ever. This is a succulent tree that I got off of Amazon. The succulents are fake because I accidentally murdered my real ones, but it's fine. And then that's just my little background. And then right here is my cutting mat for fabric that I need to cut if I'm making a blanket that's two colors, or if I'm making bias tape. This is what I use to cut. I've got my little rotary cutter and then my little clear piece to make it straight. And then also my bias tape maker. Wow, look at that. So that is everything that is in my craft room. Hopefully this was helpful. I don't really know. I just felt like making a video to show y'all my craft room because I've had people ask me like what I use for storage or what it looks like, and basically just like where I got some of the bigger items of mine. So I thought this would just be like a fun little video so that y'all can see where I spend like my life, because I make model horse tack more than anybody should. It is my job outside of school. This is how I make all of my money. All right, y'all, so that's actually gonna be the end of today's YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, please remember, slap the like button as hard as you possibly can. Share this YouTube video a little bit of love. Also, if you're feeling exotic, please don't forget to check out my Instagram account, which is @Infinity_Breyers. I post on there daily, and I'm super active on there. Also, y'all will be able to see photos of all of my new creations, or little sneak peeks of the ones that I'm super excited about. I always make sure to post on there, and then also I have an Instagram account for my Etsy shop, so really y'all can see all of my creations in so many different ways. Like, it's whack. And other than that, y'all, I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!